There's something that a lot of writers do. It's called a stream of consciousness. And this is basically where they sit there and they write. And they just write everything that they think without stopping, without stalling, without anything. And they just give a stream of consciousness. And that's what I want to do today. I'm going to be speaking on as much as I possibly can about what I know about content creation, for doing it for around 4 years now. I've been making content, and I'm going to share pretty much most of the lessons that I have learned so far through my journey in this video, and I hope it can help you. I have a channel called SmartyRBX. This is a channel that is a Roblox game development channel. It now has over 76,000 subscribers, and it's been a long journey. It has been quite a journey to get to this point. And I remember that when I started, I was around 14, I'm 18 now. I really wanted to make a Roblox channel. I had been on Roblox for a while. I had been on there since around 2015, and I really had a passion for it, and still do. And in around 2017, I had started game development on Roblox. It was then where I really got into game development. I took a few breaks here and there, but eventually I came back in 2020. I got really serious, and I decided to go all in. This was the year of the pandemic, COVID, all that, and many people were locked inside, basically, not doing anything. And I was at a point where I basically decided I want to achieve stuff. I want to get stuff done. I want to accomplish things. And I didn't have many friends at the time, anything like that. I was just like, let's work. Let's do it. Let's make money. Let's make this work somehow. So I started out, and I was just wanting to make money first on Roblox. I wanted to take what they call commissions. Commissions are basically where you earn a certain amount of money, or Robux, which is their digital currency on Roblox. And you get paid to do small tasks on people's games, like build a house, or build a car, or build a small environment. And I did this for a while, and I actually did get a job with the Ryan's World Roblox game. And soon enough, after doing this work on Roblox, I decided to start a channel, because you can go for years in one domain or skill, and you can continue working on that. And there's not like guaranteed results. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you can learn, say, copywriting. You can learn video editing. You can learn any of these skills that people like to learn to make money online. But oftentimes they learn this skill, and now the only way that they can get paid for that skill is to basically sell their time. So they went and learned a skill, and they wanted to make money online and utilize the benefits of that, but they basically just landed themselves another job. If you think about it, they basically just landed themselves another job. They have no leverage. They aren't able to get a multiplier on what they do. So I decided I don't just want to have skills in game development. I also want to have a following on YouTube. And whether this was going to take years, months, even 5 years, I was ready for the undertaking. And I knew from the start that I could reach any goal I wanted to reach. I knew that I could reach 100,000 subscribers. I knew from the start, because I was sitting there, I literally was thinking, if this takes a few years, okay, that's fine. I'm just going to keep making videos. Eventually, it has to work, right? It has to work. It has to work eventually. And that was my mindset. So I decided to just start. I started a channel. SmartyRBX is the name. I went through a few name changes. And I started uploading videos. The first video that I uploaded, dude, looking back, it was so bad. Even then, I kind of thought it was bad. But as I said, I decided to just start. And I recorded this video with my cousin. It was in this game called New Haven County. which is basically a game where you role play, super realistic role play game on Roblox, where you role play you can be basically a criminal, you can be a cop, and people take it really seriously. It's a game where you play in a role, but people act like it's real life. So it's kind of a fun game. It's kind of an interesting game to start on. And we just make this video. I start recording on OBS, and I have this crappy mic, and it just sounds like I'm a robot. Like every few seconds, the mic will glitch out and it will just stop working. And then it just was not a good video. And I was nervous sounding. It was just not good. But that's the thing. I decided to just start with what I had. I was bad at editing. I started in Premiere Pro, barely knew what I was doing. All I added was a few zooms and cuts, a little bit of text with a little default text font they have in Premiere. And that was it. And that was the start of my YouTube journey. It was just starting with what I had, deciding to just start. And that's where it all began. And it really shows that no matter how you start, no matter what you have, no matter what microphone you have, no matter what computer you have, no matter what voice you have or level of confidence you have, doesn't matter, just start. That is the secret to YouTube, the number one secret. Just start. And you might be saying, look, I don't know what to make videos on. Pick something you're interested in, anything you're interested in. Are you interested in skateboarding? Are you interested in self-improvement? Are you interested in dieting? Are you interested in knitting? Doesn't matter what it is. Just start, make videos on just one of your interests. And if you do this, what can go wrong, right? What can go wrong, really? Oh, you might lose time. You're not going to lose. It doesn't matter. The time's going to pass anyways. It's much more productive to just start, make your channel today, and just do it. That's really the secret. And you're going to learn so much, because you might think, oh yeah, but what if it gets no views? I'm a complete noob. I would have said the same thing when I started. And what you got to understand is that, good. If you get no views, dude, that's a huge learning experience right there. You're going to realize, okay, this doesn't work. Now you have the ability to go and find out what does work. And also, no matter what, when you make videos, you are going to learn. No matter what new experience you take on, you're going to learn something from it, right? Have you ever done something new, stepping out of your comfort zone, and not learned a single thing from it? Probably not. If you have ever been in the position where you wanted to improve your social skills and you didn't know exactly what to say, but you decided to just do it anyways, did that impact you? Did that allow you to learn something? Did that allow you to learn anything about social skills? Even if you were completely messed up, were completely awkward and weird, anxious, if you just said hi to someone, did you not learn something? I can guarantee you learned something. This is exactly what it's like when you start on YouTube. Just start, even if the video sucks, like my first video, it's still up, you can go look at it, sort by oldest on SmartyRBX. You can go see it. Just start. That's the secret you're looking for. If you've been watching videos on content creation, how to start, just start. And it's really like that. Starting to improve your social skills, for example, it's the same exact thing, except you're starting on YouTube. And just start, man. Just start. So, continuing on my journey, I went to making just random Roblox videos. I was making videos on, there's like a Roblox hat that came out, made a video on it. And that video also kind of sucked. Then I kind of improved, I'm gonna be honest. So once you start, you actually will start to get more ideas of what you can do. You'll start to be able to expand the videos you make, and you'll be able to find your groove in YouTube. You'll be able to find your niche. You'll be able to find the specific style of video you want to make, the type of video you want to make. All that will just fall into place as you go. And I started to make development videos. So I made the first game development videos on my channel. This was basically, I showed people, how do you make a low poly rock? How do you make a low poly tree? Which is basically means, how do you make a really simple, really cool tree really quickly? And that's what I did. I recorded it. And honestly, I still had that problem with a glitchy robotic mic, but I just did it anyways. I just started, made the videos, and now those videos actually have a few thousand views. And they were some of my first videos that actually hit search, I believe. And I started to get views from that. Now, give it a few months pass by. I keep working on videos, keep making those random videos. And then soon enough, YouTube Shorts actually came out. So I was doing videos for a while. I kept on making them. And soon enough, YouTube releases YouTube Shorts for the first time. And I remember this, you were able to get views pretty much right away. So if you've ever uploaded a YouTube Short, you know this. You upload a YouTube Short, boom, it's pretty much guaranteed to get at least 500 to 1,000 views. I didn't know this when I first uploaded mine because it just came out. YouTube had just announced the feature. I just heard about it. So I decided to upload a YouTube Short, and it's just some random YouTube Short based on a trend that was going on. Show your avatar evolving on Roblox. So I show my avatar evolution. I show, oh look, this is my avatar in 2017. This is my avatar in 2018, 2019, 2020. Kind of stupid, kind of dumb. I was just following a trend because I thought that's just what you do, right? And I put it out there. And then I remember watching 0 views, 0 views, 0 views, 0 views. And then later, I look at my analytics and it just starts blowing up. And it just, boom, 1,000 views. I was like, what the heck? What is this? What just happened? And this was one of the first breakthrough moments for me on YouTube. Even though it doesn't matter, it's a freaking YouTube Short. For me, this was like, whoa, I can get a lot of views. This was the first time I got 1,000 views. This was the first time when I got that amount of views. And for you right now, you probably haven't gotten 1,000 views yet. If you're a newer YouTuber, you probably haven't had that at all. So you know how much of a breakthrough moment this would be to get your first 1,000 views. You know this. Me as a YouTuber now with 76,000 subs and with millions of views on some videos, that wouldn't be that much to me now, but I remember and I understand how much of a significant milestone that is for somebody. Everyone's on a different level. And look, that might be where you are trying to go next. You're trying to get your first 1,000 views. That is awesome. Do it. You can. You could even upload a YouTube Short. I wouldn't really recommend going all in on those, but you could. If you want to get 1,000 views for your first try, upload a YouTube Short. Why not? But I think what is important from this YouTube Short lesson was not the YouTube Short itself blowing up or YouTube Shorts at all, but more so the realization of potential. I realized, wait, I can get 1,000 views. I can do YouTube and get a lot of views. And just getting that belief in your mind is what it takes to go to the next level. Don't they say that there was a runner, or there was a running thing, right? And it was, could somebody beat this and run a certain distance, right, in a certain amount of time? I'm not exactly sure. Let's say 250 meters. And then everyone thought this is the maximum that you can get to. Nobody can beat this record. Then somebody comes along, they beat the record, 280 or something like that. And now all of a sudden a few more runners start beating this record, one after another, after another. And the reason why is because now that somebody broke through the record, now everyone else believes that it's possible to go through it and to achieve higher than what the highest world record was before that. And it was all a difference in belief. Nothing changed. There's tons of competent runners out there. There's tons of people who are able to run that far. But because everyone believed, look, we can only go to 250 meters or whatever amount it was, that's it. Nobody can pass it. Or at least subconsciously, people believe that. And this is exactly what happens on YouTube. You keep getting 50 views on all your videos. You keep getting 100 views on every video you upload. And that's all you think you can get subconsciously. So the minute that you have something like even a YouTube Short, which we all know isn't the most significant thing, right? But even a YouTube Short, just seeing that 1,000 views come up in your YouTube analytics is so profound psychologically, because now you believe, whoa, I can get 1,000 views. So I think it was really a breakthrough moment for me to get that first 1,000 views on a YouTube Short. Just my mind expanded, right? Your mind expands. Have you ever had that moment where you do something or you hear something or you learn something and your mind just like expands, like your consciousness is just bigger and you're just able to think better, you're able to think clearer, you're able to think bigger. Everything's just better and you just explode with just insight. You have such perspective on everything. I think this is just what people call personal growth, basically. And this is really what happened for me. I just had this big perspective shift and everything just opens up and you're like, whoa, I can do this. This is what you need. This is what you will get. When you get your first 1,000 views, when you get to whatever next milestone you're trying to get to, you will get that type of seismic shift in your mind. It's crazy. The tectonic plates of your mind are going to shift. You're going to have an earthquake. It's a volcanic eruption of insight. You know, that's what happens. You just need that breakthrough moment like me. So from there, I kept uploading YouTube shorts. They got less views. They weren't doing as well as the one that I had uploaded before. I keep uploading for a while. I'm actually going to take a look right now and see, so I can kind of give you that storyline and just kind of show you as I went what happened. I think at this time I had gone to more videos and I just kept uploading. Soon enough, I am making these videos, right? And as you can see, there's videos on here that are about just random Roblox topics, just random. But soon enough, I decide I'm done with these random topics. I am done uploading video after video after video after video, having these random topics. I decide I'm done with that. And I remember I sat down, I was looking at this guy named RoBuilder. RoBuilder, he's the biggest guy in the Roblox development content space. I was looking at his channel. I was like, man, this is the coolest thing ever. There's nobody making videos on how to be a developer on Roblox. Barely anyone. But he's doing well. He's making it inspiring. He's inspiring new developers. He's making a great channel on it. He's the best at it. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, this is inspiring. This is what I want to do. I want to go all in on game development content. And that's what I decided to do. So I remember I sat down and I made this tweet right here on 1/28/2022. I posted this tweet. I think YouTube really needs more Roblox dev content, especially on building. There's always more we can learn, and there's a huge demand for this type of content based on the popularity of people like RoBuilder and the Dev King. Dev King's another one. He's pretty popular. Lots of devs out there who I'm sure would be great at it. And then I say this, key in on this. Personally, I'm going to switch my channel's focus to this. I like helping out new devs, and trying this rather new type of content for Roblox is cool. Now, I wish I would have been more assertive in this, because I think I did have a lot more self-belief than it sounds like here. But I was making this suggestion to the community, and I was right. I was really right. There's a lot of people finally popping off now. This niche, I saw it early, but this niche is popping off right now. I'm telling people all the time, yo, make dev content, man, make dev content. Some people were getting annoyed on my channel recently. I was making these on community posts like every day. So people were like, bro, we get it. We're doing it. No, you guys, you don't understand. Dev content, huge opportunity right now. There's tons of creators now popping off. There's guys like RoDev, Scroof, ByteBlocks, all kinds of creators popping off in dev content, doing super good. And I tell people, just start, man. Just start. Really. It's becoming quite the niche now. I was right. I predicted this. And it just shows, look, if you see an opportunity, if you see, especially on YouTube, an opportunity in a niche that you think has potential and that you think is something that you would be good at, and maybe there's just a few guys right now who are big, who are good, realize this, you could be the next one. If there's only a few people in a niche that you're interested in, say it's editing for TikToks. If there's not that many people in that niche, which I bet there aren't, and you think it could be big, and there's just a few big guys who are doing good, there's clearly demand for the content, you could be the next one. Okay, you think they're competition right now. A few guys with 100,000 subs, 500,000 subs. You might think that's competition, but in reality, it's not. It's not any competition. As long as you bring an authentic approach, fill a market gap for something that isn't really fully there, because these guys, they're filling a certain market gap. They're giving a certain approach to this content, but there's always another one. There's always someone with your personality who would make videos for the people over here who want to watch, who don't have any content. They just have these guys. Their approach to content just doesn't fit what they want as a person. And yours might just do that. Your approach might just match what these people want. So when you start in this niche, you can go up to the top and be unique, and you can be the next big creator. Consolidating this advice from based on my journey. So once you make a bunch of videos and get zeroed in on a niche that you'd like to do, now look and see, is this a smaller niche that needs more creators? And especially if there's a market gap, dude, just start. Just start. Seriously. Just start in that niche right away. Go make videos in that niche. Dominate the niche. Get to the top with a unique approach that isn't being done yet, and you really can make it. Really. And that's the thing. Everyone wants to be a content creator. They want to reach the top in these niches that are super general, such as gaming. They want to be the top gaming creator. They want to be the absolute top at Fortnite or Call of Duty or something. And everyone starts this way. This huge niche that everyone's already in. When the thing is, you, as a content creator, you truly could get more out of content creation if you simply would start in a small niche that doesn't have much competition, has maybe a few big players like mine with Roblox dev content, seeing the Dev King and Row Builder, only a few guys up there doing really well. I was able to dominate that niche now. I'm one of the biggest creators in the niche, all because I saw an opportunity and I took my unique approach at it. So you can dominate in a small niche. Do you realize that it's even better to dominate in a small niche? Have you noticed that sometimes the biggest creators out there, even ones with millions of subs, still struggle? Maybe they still struggle to make money. Maybe they're famous and a celebrity, but they don't have much money. This can happen to a lot of creators nowadays. And people don't realize that you can become an authority in a small niche and then grow that audience, nurture that audience, give value in a unique way. And then you can sell to this audience. And you want to get a small, dedicated following, and you can make more than somebody with 1 million subs in a general niche and no one cares about them. If somebody is a huge creator with millions of subs, they might not have those super fans. There's a book, I have it up there, called Super Fans. I haven't read it yet, but that's what you want. You want super fans. People who are so dedicated, even if it's a small audience of 10,000 subscribers, you can get the most dedicated audience in a small niche because they are hungry for content. They're searching out there. They're looking for the raw meat of content. They're hungry. They are a beast in the wild looking for content, fresh meat of content. And it's not there. There is a hungry audience raving, screaming out for videos that you could make in a small niche. Really, just think of your interests. Have you ever looked at your interests? Have you ever looked something up, say about skateboarding, and you look up, how do I do the perfect ollie? You have looked up this thing and there's like no good videos on it, or there are some videos, but they're kind of mid and they're just not that great. Do you realize that you, as somebody who's interested in skateboarding or whatever it is, you could learn about the thing and then make the video that you wish was there? You make the video for your past self, that your past self wishes that you had. You make that video for them, and now all these people who also wanted the same video and couldn't find it, now they get that video because you made it. So to consolidate this point, of course, make a bunch of content like I did. Make a bunch. You can start out random, then zero in on a niche that you can dominate in, that there isn't too much competition, but there's a lot of opportunity. And then make unique content, fill the market gap with your unique approach, what you want to see or what you wish there was when you were a beginner or your past self, your younger self. Fill the market gap and you can succeed in that niche big time. You can be bigger in at least in income and in authority and in the amount of goodwill you have with your audience. You can be bigger than somebody with 1 million subs and an audience that doesn't care about them. Do you realize that? And there's people out there like Dan Coe who basically talk about this approach. Dan Coe, huge creator. He talks all the time about the opportunity in the creator economy, how people can make hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions in the creator economy. He talks about this all the time. And basically what he's saying is make a niche, make your own niche. Be you, share your interest, share about things you've learned from your perspective, and then earn from it. And This is very related to being just this micro authority. Taking your lens of reality, applying it to whatever you want to teach, and then you're synthesizing and creating the perfect, unique content that isn't there yet. Filling a market gap for something that doesn't exist. Highly recommend watching Dan Coe, by the way. He's amazing. Now next, let's discuss the next thing that happened. So from this point on, in around 2022, from that point on, I decided to make dev content primarily. I started making more dev videos. As you can see, I made best way to learn building in studio, 210K views. I was making videos on how we grew a 100,000 member Roblox group. I was making videos on why your builds suck. I was making videos on how to come up with Roblox build ideas fast. I was making videos on how to make lighting great in your game, how to make all the effects just perfect. And then I say, wait, hold on. I hit pause because I was watching Mr. Beast, and Mr. Beast was saying, look, what's better than getting 10,000 views on 100 videos is to just get 1 million views on one video. Put your heart and soul into the best video you can possibly make. Make the best videos possible. And that is going to be the best approach for YouTube. Do this. So I say, all right, I'll take your advice, Mr. Beast. I'll take it. I'll try it out. So I stop everything, right? I stop making videos. And for a month, I sit down and I'm writing a plan for a video that breaks down everything about scripting. How do I script on Roblox? How do I code my games? And I was trying to make this the easiest guide possible. I was solving a problem that my younger self had, which I wanted to learn coding, wanted to learn scripting on Roblox, but it was really hard. The guides out there were kind of confusing. It's kind of a hard process to learn. There was no motivation. They were kind of dry, not that interesting, kind of boring, to be honest. And I decided, I'm going to solve this. I'm going to make the best video I possibly can, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to get 1 million views. I truly believed I could do this. I was telling my mom, I remember I was sitting there telling my mom, I'm going to get 1 million views. I'm going to make the best guide ever on this topic. I'm going to teach how to script. It's going to be better than all the other videos out there. I was sitting there telling my mom this. I was getting really excited. And I was just going on and on and on about this video, telling her how I was going to get 1 million views, all of this. And then I'd go in my room. I'd sit there typing out this guide. It took a whole month to type this whole long document, this Google Doc out, typing and typing and typing, studying and studying, putting it all into a plan. And finally, I finished the script and it was time to record. So I recorded this video. I made it. It's the easiest beginner guide to Roblox scripting. That's what I called it. And finally, I put a video out there that I was so proud of. And I had actually sat there, I visualized it getting 1 million views. I visualized it at the top of search results. I imagined positive comments. I think Ed from Film Booth talked about this and I took the advice. I pictured people saying, this was an amazing guide. I learned so much. This is truly the best guide out there. You're right. I imagine this because when you visualize stuff, that's going to change how well that you perform. That's going to change how well you do when you make the actual video. And then I sat down for a while, probably took me a week of editing. And then I make the thumbnail. I'm sitting down on my computer. I'm like, wow, this is a cool thumbnail. This is amazing. I put it out there and I release it. I go to sleep, wake up the next day. It only has 500 views or something like that. It only has around 500 views. And I remember that I think I might have been a bit disheartened. Maybe not, maybe. I knew it would hit search eventually. I put out a TikTok saying, hey guys, I just dropped this scripting guide if you want to learn scripting. And this TikTok now only has a few thousand views or less. And it's kind of funny looking back that I even put this out because it didn't impact anything at all. Now it has 2.6 million views. But that just shows I was really trying to get this video out there. And soon enough, a few weeks go by, and now the video starts picking up traction. The video was starting to get tens of thousands of views. It was starting to rack up views. By the end of the month, it had 100,000 views. 100,000 views in a month. I had never experienced this amount of views ever. I was amazed. And then I was making money too. I was making around probably a few hundred a month from this one video. And I was like, wow, I can make this happen. I can make this my job. I can make this work. And that was where everything changed. Because I made this video, I took Mr. Beast's advice, I put it in practice, I made the best video I possibly could. I spent so much time on it, months of hard work, and I had it. I did it. I put it out there. That is what allowed my channel to go to the next level. Now I got people coming on there, absolutely loving the video. I've given them this huge, crazy piece of content with amazing value. He taught them better than anyone else could. Made the best guide I could for them, put my heart and soul into it. And now people are becoming huge, dedicated fans. And now I have something happen that I never had happen before that. I have people coming back every video. I have them coming back and I start getting 1,000 views upon the upload. I'd upload and a day later I'd have 1,000 views. And then I kept uploading, it kept increasing, kept increasing, kept increasing. I had never had this before. This is probably like your favorite YouTubers or any YouTuber who's big. You see them, they upload and instantly they get thousands of views. And then you upload and you get 100 views, you get 5 views. This is what it's like before you build a big audience. You don't have those people coming back. And when you truly build something that people love, when you truly start gaining subscribers, when you truly get a lot of views and you get this audience that just loves you, when you finally get this, which you will, when you put out a video this good, when you put your heart and soul into something, when you make something so great and give so much value that people have to come back, you will get there. This starts to give you those viewers who come back. You start to get that consistent viewership, consistent viewership, consistent viewership. And I think this is a major goal for you as a YouTuber. People don't really realize this when they start, but basically what you're going towards is people talk about consistency. The reason why you want consistency is because as you get consistency, you're going to get better with that repetition of your practice and improvement, getting that skill. And also, you're doing consistency for your audience, because when you are consistent, now your audience knows when to expect you. They start coming back, and then you start getting those viewers who come back every video. You start getting those thousands of viewers upon upload. And this is a huge goal that you should have as a YouTuber, because once you're at this point, this is when you can start to make this your job, because now you have that dedicated audience who loves you, wants to watch every video. You upload, you get 1,000 views, and you're like, oh, is this going to last? You upload another video, you get 1,000 views in 24 hours, another 1,000 views in 24 hours, another 1.5K views in 24 hours. It keeps coming back, boom. You're like, I've made it, man. I can do this. And this is what it's like, dude. When you go long enough, when you work hard for a long time on your channel, when you just keep going and never stop, you will get to this point where you have people coming back every video, every upload, thousands of viewers each time. It will happen. This should be a major goal for you, because when you make this your goal, you're basically making a goal of having a consistent viewership, having people come back, having them like you for you. And this is how you build something that lasts, something with longevity. Consistently uploading and looking at the long term, and then building those dedicated fans who come back every video. You start getting those thousands of views upon upload. You start being like, wow, what in the world? This is crazy. How is this happening to me? And it just stays, and you keep on succeeding. And that's what happens. So I keep uploading for a while. I upload more guides, I upload more videos. I remember, actually, because I started making money off my channel, right? I had recently gotten a MacBook. I got a nice MacBook, this one right here. It was around like $2,000. This was one of my first big purchases that was for YouTube and game development. I put money into this. I invest in this. I'm like, is this a good idea? Is this going to pay off? I'm like, yes. I had the mindset that yes, this will pay off, because if you get a large investment now, not only are you spending money on that, you're mentally invested in working hard. Now I'm like, I have to work hard to make this money back. Now you work 5 times as hard because you just spent a bunch of money on a MacBook or whatever it is, the investment for your business or whatever. Now you're going to work harder. So I remember I was sitting there, and every day, or maybe not every day, but pretty often I was sitting there, I'd type out scripts for videos, I'd plan them out, I'd work hard on them, and then I would sit there on the bus. And now that I had a MacBook, I could literally sit there on the bus on the way to school, and I could work on videos on the bus. And I was able to work so much more, get so much more done. I remember I was just sitting there editing my video on the bus, on the school bus. Everyone else is sitting there on their phones, sending snaps, blah, 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 talking about nonsense, while I'm sitting there working hard and working on my channel. And I remember I was sitting there, I was editing these videos right here. I remember this video specifically. It was probably, yeah, I remember this one right here, how to plan a Roblox game and actually finish it. This video has 43K views. It was a year ago, or just over a year ago. Then I got one, how to make a dev team on Roblox. The secrets to motivation as a dev. That one was good. I remember making that one. And I was just editing these videos, not only on the bus, but editing them on my MacBook. It was pretty significant. Now, I was starting to make a good amount of money each month on my channel. I was continue to work hard, continue to put the effort in, continue to post videos. I should have posted more. I didn't post enough. I still need to post more, I'm gonna be honest. But at this point, I'd kept making money because that scripting guide kept getting views. By this point, I probably had a few 100,000 views, 500,000 views or more. And soon enough, I had a good amount of money coming in. I made my first $500 month, and I sat down and I was like, all right, this is around December 2022-ish. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a mic. I'm gonna get a nice mic. I'm gonna get amazing sound quality. So I decided to invest in my channel again. And I get this mic, I get this one right here. It's a Rode NT1. And I put another investment in because I knew with the MacBook, that investment allowed me to do better. So I decided, okay, investments are good. Obviously, I already had this mindset and I kept the same mindset. I got the mic because I figured, okay, I'm gonna work harder. I'm gonna make better videos. I'm gonna improve when I get a better mic. It's an investment. I'm gonna make the money back. So I get the mic and my sound quality jumps up through the roof. Before I had this kind of crappy mic, I think it's a Fifine K669 or something. That was the name of the mic. You could look it up on Amazon if you really want to. And that mic, it's kind of mid. It's not the best. It's not the best mic ever, but it worked for the time. And then I got the Rode NT1 and I put effects on it in Premiere Pro. Funny thing, the reason why I was able, okay, so I got the mic. Mics, they don't really matter though. People think, oh yeah, you need a better mic. You got to get the Blue Yeti and all that and everything. You got to get the best mic. No, actually, mic doesn't matter nearly as much as your effects. This is something I learned because I actually had been doing rapping. I've been learning about actually rapping, making music. I had FL Studio and I started to learn a bit about sound design. And what I learned was when you want to make your voice sound crisp and amazing, really about the effects. So I got the effects, what I learned about rapping, it's crazy how skills transfer, right? You learn about cooking, how to make a good recipe. And now you learn how to you can kind of take that knowledge over and learn how to make a good video recipe in a way, if you think about it that way. Skills transfer from different things. And this is what happened. So I had my rapping skill. It wasn't the best, but I learned, right? I tried, I learned, I decided to just start and I learned. And I had learned that you want to have EQ. EQ is basically where if you think about like sound waves, wavy thing, this is how your sound works. It's like that. And you're basically taking, okay, turn down the low frequencies. Turn those down. Turn up the high frequencies, right? You can adjust the frequencies. And I learned about this and I learned, okay, you can kind of turn up the high frequencies to make it more crisp. You can turn down the low frequencies to take out the rumbliness. And then I also learned about something else. I learned that you should add basically what is it called? It's this thing that allows you to make your voice more crisp. It's where you kind of cap out the sound. You kind of max out the sound a bit in a way. So I learned about this and it makes your voice more crisp. So I add it's effect called mastering in Premiere Pro, I believe. And this takes my voice to sounding really good, really crisp. Then I also add on Fresh Air. And Fresh Air is this plugin mainly designed for musicians, but it's able to make your voice more crisp. It's able to make whatever you're talking about, whatever you're doing, whatever you're recording, much more crisp. Another great plugin. And I put these on and now my videos just started to sound amazing. I was like, wow, this is great. And I remember it just sounded so much better. I was like, wow, this is it. This is the next level. So I learned about how you can have a cross-discipline kind of teach you things about what you're doing. So if you're doing cooking, like my example I gave you cooking, you learn about recipes. Now you kind of can learn how to piece together a recipe for your videos. You can learn how to plan things out better. And those skills kind of transfer between each other. You can gain insight from other fields and it will transfer. So That's something I learned. Learn about other fields and then bring the lessons over to YouTube or whatever you're doing. But the next thing is networking. And I had actually started speaking to a YouTuber who was bigger than me, still is. And his name is Jeffrey James. He's another Roblox YouTuber. He's very big. He does really well with search-based content mainly. He has hundreds of thousands of subs. Let's see, Jeffrey. Yeah, 176K subs. He's a good YouTuber. So I talked to him, and he actually introduced me to the Finzar pack for editing. In Premiere Pro, you can have presets, and you can have editing presets that you can just drag something on to a picture, and boom, it slides on the screen, super smooth, no work. When he had let me know about this and sent, I was like, what the heck? This is a thing? I'd been spending all this time moving every little keyframe. In Premiere Pro, they got these little things called keyframes where you drop a little dot on a timeline, and then you drop another dot, and then the image will move. The position will change between these dots as it plays. But with this, it basically took that away. You just drag an effect on and boom, something slides up. And it also has motion blur, all that cool stuff. So it has actual effects to it. And he introduced me to that. And I was like, how did I not know this before? So this taught me the value of networking. Start networking as a YouTuber. It will change everything. You could learn an insight like that that just changes everything. And you start feeling stupid for not knowing the thing that could save you so much more time. But that's what networking is all about. You give value to people. They give value to you. Win-win exchange. Win-win. It's called social exchange theory. Look it up. Great book on it is called The Social Strategist. And when you create those win-win scenarios, you start gaining insights and giving them back and forth, and you start getting this huge just momentum. It's crazy. So learn from other people by networking with them, and you can speed up your content creation journey. If you are at 10 subs right now, go network with some people who also have 10 subs, or maybe somebody with 50 subs. You can learn from them. How did you get to 50 subs, right? You could learn a lesson. Maybe in Photoshop, they found a way to make their thumbnails faster. Yeah, bro, you can use the new AI in Photoshop, and you can actually skip making those, you know that red button, giant red button you have in your thumbnail? Yeah, you don't have to look on Google for that. You can just drag with your little selector, type in this thing, and boom, now you have an image. And then imagine you just learn something like that, and now you're saving all this time, or you're making so much better thumbnails just because you hit up one dude who has 50 subs, there's 40 more subs than you, and now you learned all this knowledge, get to the next level 10 times faster. That's what happens when you network. Just start with networking, it's crazy. So I go on making videos for a while, right? And soon enough, something interesting happens. So I'm making these videos, and soon ChatGPT comes out. This actually allowed me to make outlines faster. It allowed me to write and get ideas for intros faster. And when ChatGPT came out, it allowed me to speed up my process in making videos a lot more. It was amazing. So I started to use that a bit, and it allowed me to get videos out faster. And of course, be authentic. Share your true insights. Be your true self. Put as much of your own knowledge into the video and your own personality as possible. But also, utilize AI. It is a tool. You should use it. I think even in school, you should be able to use it for research. You should be able to use it on your English essay and be able to make a quick outline for that. Nothing wrong with that. So utilize AI. It allowed me to speed up my process, get more videos out, keep them quality, insert my personal tidbits and my own stories inside of a bit of a, an outline, a bit of some intro information. It can also throw in some good metaphors that you couldn't think of yourself. Things like that. It helps you to get those ideas you wouldn't come up with, or a good structure for a script that maybe you struggle with as a small YouTuber. Start using ChatGPT. Don't use it for everything. Use it for some things. It'll help you a ton. This really allowed me to get more videos out much quicker. I was able to say, okay, I have an idea. I have a structure. I have points I want to add. I have a bunch of personal knowledge I have. Explain it a little bit better. Help me to explain it a little bit better. I had a really good prompt that allowed me that helped me to make these types of outlines, etc., really, really well. And I was starting to do hybrid. So have 10% AI, basically. Have AI help you to make that outline, make those ideas you wouldn't come up with, make that great structure. then 90% your own personality, your own insights, your own way of speaking, blend them. Hybrid AI video creation. Don't be like these weirdos who say, write my whole video, and then they say every single word in every video. Every single video is just ChatGPT, and then some of them, they go as far, these YouTubers out there, they go as far as making their voice an AI too. This isn't going to get you anywhere. This doesn't have any personality. You're going to have a robot make every video for you? No. So use it, the hybrid version. Don't go all out in AI, but be a hybrid AI and authentic creator. Hybrid AI and authenticity. That's going to be an amazing thing for you, because this is where the world's going. Corporations out there are doing this hybrid approach, okay? They have their own workers, but then they have AI working on things on the low level to speed things up. They're typing out emails with AI. They're replacing workers, or they're having one worker handle 10 AIs, 10 ChatGPT instances or something like that. And now they don't need as many workers, or at least the workers are faster. It's one or the other. And you should be the same way. Be a competitor. Be hybrid. This is going to help you. This is something that helped me as well. And I'm authentic, but I'm also, I'm using it. I'm using it. And I'm going to be honest about that. And I believe I've also said this on live streams. It helps me a lot in outlining, especially. So I go on for a while making video after video after video after video. And soon enough, I slow down, because I realize that I'm making videos, but for the longest time, I've wanted to sell a product, and I decide to stop. So I talk to this dude who's also a developer, and we decide to work on a course. We put this together, we spend time, we try to get it out quickly, we work hard, and we put out Scripting Secrets. This is the first time selling something. We sell it for $47, and we start selling. The first time I've sold a product on my channel, and we get one sale within a week. We're like, whoa, amazing, work harder, make it better. Soon enough, we start getting multiple sales a month, and this just keeps going, right? And this all started from me reading the book .com Secrets. .com Secrets, amazing book by Russell Brunson. You can learn about how do you sell in the YouTube creator economy, or in the creator economy in general. How do you sell products, and how do you use your channel to earn and to share your skills and give value to people at a large scale? And also business videos help. So business videos like Alex Hormozy, for example, all those people, and especially the ones that told me to take action now. Now, this is why I say just start all the time now, because the number one piece of advice that I've gotten on anything I want to do, whether that's in business or in content creation, was always related to taking action. And when I was watching these business videos, the ones that helped me the most were always telling me, just start. Literally, just start was the essence of their message. And when I just decided to just start, everything worked out better, because action's really the only thing. It's the only thing that matters. So when I decided to just start and start selling, even if I didn't know what I was doing fully, even if I wasn't ready at all, even if I wasn't sure if anyone would buy, I decided to just start. I even spent $200. I even bought their subscription for ClickFunnels for $200 when I didn't even know if it would get a single sale. But we did it anyways. We decided to just start. And sure, there were a lot of flaws in our approach. There were a lot of mistakes. I'm not fully happy with the way it started, but I decided to just start. And that is better than anything. If you're going to do a bad job, it's okay. Just start. Everyone starts at zero. Everyone starts somewhere. And the product, it could have been better when it started. It could have been a lot better. But we started with what we had, with the best we could do at the time, and we put it out there. It's better than not starting at all. You cannot fail if you just start. There can be problems. You're not going to fail as much as you are as if you don't start. If you don't start at all, well, you aren't going to get anywhere. You aren't going to learn anything. You aren't going to get any skill. And you certainly aren't going to get the results you want from if you had started. So just start like we did. And I've improved a lot. I've learned a ton from running this. And I continue to learn every day as I do this more and more, as I improve the product, as I think about more products I want to do in the future, as I think about what I want to do on this channel right here to sell. This changed everything. Just starting, using the learning that I was getting from the book, .com Secrets, and the videos, and actually putting it into practice with Just Start, put it into practice with Scripting Secrets, with other products. This changed everything. And I reached a point where the products were selling $3,000 a month and the YouTube channel is making $1,000 a month. Isn't that insane? $1,000 a month from ads, $3,000 from products, digital products. This is what you can do when you become an authority in a niche, in a small niche, and then you sell. You can do very well. So I went for a while doing this, and really I've just continued from this point. Just continued to improve everything I'm doing all the time, and just went for months doing this. And later, I decided that I should start putting more personality in my videos. I should start putting more storytelling in. This was something really essential because, okay, you're selling a product, but to sell a product, you need authority. So I decided I'm going to put more stories in of my experience in development. I'm not just going to give advice. I'm going to tell more stories like what I'm doing here. I'm going to tell more stories about games I've worked on, all of that, to really increase my authority and my credibility on the subject. I increase my storytelling, talk about more of my experiences. This really helped as well in my videos. So I do this, I do these improvements to communication. Then I decide, wait, I'm going to start a podcast, Smarty Talks. So I start this podcast on my channel, and this podcast, it gets a few thousand views each episode. But this really what made a huge impact on my communication. So speaking for hours, I learned, is crazy good for your communication. So I start and I record a 1 hour long podcast. I answer questions for a while. It's not the best. It's not the most confident as I'd like it to be. And I just answer questions. And I realized as I do this podcast more, did a few episodes, now I'm like, whoa, my communication's improving. I'm starting to be able to just speak better in day-to-day life. I'm starting to think of responses faster on the spot. I'm just getting better. So I upload, then I make a 2 hour, 36-minute stream of my own, a 2 hour, 48-minute stream of my own on marketing on Roblox. Then recently a mindset stream with some YouTubers. I even got Row Builder on. We had Row Builder on there. That was awesome. Then I make one on how to start a dev channel. So making a podcast, even though it hasn't gotten most views, I've made improvements in my communication. So I would highly recommend, as a lesson from this recent experience, start making long videos like this one that I'm recording now. Make long pieces of content. You can make a live podcast where you just speak, and just don't stop talking. You will gain so much improvement in your communication skill. You're not going to believe it. Start making long pieces of content to improve your communication. Even if it doesn't get that many views, you're going to learn a lot. And also, if it's something like this, like Smarty Talk, well, there might not be that many people watching, but those viewers who are watching Smarty Talks consistently for hours are going to be the most dedicated people on the entire channel, the most dedicated fans. And this goes back to having dedicated fans. When you give value to people, when you make such a strong impact, this will change everything. Build that dedicated audience. I'm focusing on them, the most dedicated viewers with this. I'm improving my communication skill, and I'm giving value to my most dedicated viewers. Now, these are the people who are the most likely to stay. They're the most likely to implement the advice I'm giving. They're the most likely to gain value, and they're the most likely to buy our products as well. So it's a win-win-win-win-win. So this really says, make those long and in-depth videos for your audience, like what I'm doing here. You watching right now, listening right now, and you're starting to learn a lot as you watch this. And that means you're probably likely to watch videos in the future, especially since you're gaining value. And that's just an example. So just start. Make those long, in-depth videos that you wish you had when you started, that you wish somebody would sit down, give all the knowledge they could on the subject, and just never stop talking. That is what you should do. If you haven't started making other videos, start with those. Then consider making this long type of content, whether that's long guides or long podcasts or just a video like this where it's a stream of consciousness. Do that. It's going to help you a ton. And now we get to today. So I've learned a lot through my content journey. This has been 4 years of content. It has been an amazing ride. I've learned a lot about content creation, audience growth, reinvestment, business, value exchange, networking, editing, psychology, all these topics and more. And it has been crazy. So I've learned so much. And now I'm reaching a point where it's time to go bigger. It's time to do more. You're probably reaching this point too. Even if you haven't started, you're like, let's do this. So let's do it. So this channel is my next step. I'm making videos on content creation, self-improvement, all of that. And this is my next step. I've talked about in other videos. Look, man, I haven't made videos with my face before. They're going to be flawed. They're not going to be the best. They're going to be crappy even sometimes. But I've decided to just start on this new channel. I've decided to just start. And I want to do this long term. I want to make this the best I can possibly make it. And I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to keep going. I'm willing to go for years like I did with Smarty RBX. I'm 18. Long term, I want to be a content creator. I want to continue doing it. And the thing is, I've made thousands a month. It's been ups and downs. I've gotten lots of views. I've built a dedicated audience. I've learned a lot. And I know this can be a job. This can be a real job. I know I can go further. I'm going to post more on both channels. I'm going to make more videos. I'm going to make better videos. I'm going to make videos on this channel. And I invite you to join me on this journey. So just start your channel today. If you haven't yet, just start. It will change everything for you. I hope you've learned a lot from my journey. Content creation is amazing. It is one of the best things that we can do in this modern day. It's one of the biggest opportunities in history, especially for our generation. If you're Gen Z type generation like me, it is one of the best opportunities there has ever been in history. There's never been a time where you could just wake up, grab your magical machine, magical mirror, speak words into it, and then just make money from the sky. That is really what you're doing nowadays. You can actually basically speak into a piece of glass and make money from the sky. Do you understand how much of an opportunity this is? This is the best opportunity in history. There's never been a time where you can speak into a piece of glass and get money from the sky. Build fame out of nothing. Build fame from your room. And it's an interesting way to put it, but it's really true because that's what you're doing with content creation. You are literally putting yourself out there through a piece of glass that you speak to and then getting money from the sky, building fame, building an audience, giving value, all from a device, all from a single phone. You can get famous on a phone. There's people out there that get famous on their phone. You don't need the crazy setup. You don't need anything. You need to just start. You can do it. Anyone can do it. If I did it, I spent years, and you have the lessons here that you've learned. You can go faster than that. You can do better. One of the biggest things is speed. I've slowed down lately. I'm going to be honest about that. Number one thing, speed. So get started quickly. Speed, speed, speed. Keep the speed up. I'm going fast too. Let's go. Never stop. That's it. Just start.